AsiaSat 6 is the fourth satellite built by SSL for AsiaSat and will be the 76th SSL-built satellite currently on orbit. AsiaSat 6 was designed with the flexibility to provide fleet-wide reliability and full in-orbit backup compatibility. The satellite will be located at 120 degrees east and has two beams, one global beam and one regional beam. It provides wide C-band coverage over Asia, Australasia, Central Asia, and the Pacific Islands, with enhanced power and look angles over Pacific Rim countries. The satellite is equipped with 28 100-watt amplifiers that deliver high RF output with C and Ku band frequencies cross-strapping to provide a superior satellite platform for video distribution and broadband networks. The satellite uses SSL's Heritage 1300 platform, which provides AsiaSat with high power and extensive flexibility for region-wide connectivity, ensuring the delivery of exceptional quality and reliable service to its customers. Thaicom Public Company Limited, Thailand's leading satellite operator, is a partner of AsiaSat on AsiaSat 6 and will be using up to half of the satellite's capacity to provide services under the name of Thaicom 7. SSL and AsiaSat have a close working relationship and collaborated throughout the design and manufacturing process with representatives from AsiaSat on site at SSL in Palo Alto, California. As the leading provider of high-power commercial satellites with more commercial capacity on orbit than any other manufacturer, SSL would like to thank AsiaSat, Thaicom, SpaceX, and the many people at SSL whose dedicated efforts made AsiaSat 6 a success.
It's early Sunday morning at the SpaceX launch site at Cape Canaveral, Florida. You're looking at the Falcon 9 launch vehicle carrying the AsiaSat 6 telecommunications satellite on our launch pad at Space Launch Complex 40. I'm John Innsbrucker, the Falcon 9 Product Director. The Falcon 9 is currently counting down and is just under T-minus 15 minutes to launch. Liftoff is targeted for 1 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time or 5 a.m. Universal Time. Our launch window lasts for 3 hours and 4 minutes if we need it. The SpaceX team is working no problems at the moment. It's been a very smooth countdown. We did delay the planned launch 10 minutes from 4:50 to 5 a.m. Universal Time in order to make sure that the weather conditions were clear and acceptable for launch. Falcon 9 was successfully rolled to the pad this morning, raised to vertical. It's now tanked with liquid oxygen and kerosene propellants. The AsiaSat 6 spacecraft began its final pre-launch activity, the transfer to internal power, about 12 minutes ago and is wrapping up right now. The Air Force is ready to support with tracking and range safety systems. And finally, the weather is go for launch, both at ground level and upper altitude winds. Balloons show that we are good for about the next hour and a half into the window, but we're continuing to release balloons as we go through the early morning at the Cape. Now we're going to listen in now to the Falcon 9 launch conductor as he polls the team for readiness to enter terminal countdown here at the T-minus 13-minute point. He'll then instruct the team on the terminal countdown and what to do in the last 10 minutes of the count. So we're going to turn over now and listen to the SpaceX launch conductor as we get ready to enter terminal count.
All stations verify ready for launch. FTS.
FTS go.
Prop.
Prop go.
AVI.
AVI go.
GNC.
GNC go.
Ground.
Ground is go.
Vehicle controller.
GC go.
Ground controller.
GC go.
Range coordinator.
Range coordinator go.
OSM.
OSM go.
ROC.
ROC go.
Mission manager.
Mission management go.
LD verify go to initiate terminal count.
Go for initiate terminal count.
Proceeding within countdown master.
Now you've heard the SpaceX team give their go for entering terminal countdown.
T-minus 12
That
minutes.
sequence will begin at T-minus 10 minutes as the ground and Falcon 9 computers take control of the final countdown events. Major activities in that time will be opening pre-valves on the 9 first-stage Merlin engines. That happens just inside of 10 minutes. At the same time, liquid oxygen will begin chilling in the engines on the first stage to get them ready for ignition in the last seconds of the countdown. Inside of 6 minutes, the transporter erector will begin the process to retract from the launch vehicle. Then finally, in the last minute of the countdown, propellant tanks will be pressurized to flight pressures, and the Falcon 9 flight computer will command ignition and liftoff. Let's listen back in as we get instructions at T-minus 11 minutes as they prepare to release the clock at T-minus 10.
VC starts the terminal count auto sequence set to start at T-minus 10 minutes.
Copy. Terminal count auto sequence started.
If a hold is called from this point forward, the terminal count auto sequence will be aborted. Indicate an abort or hold condition by saying hold, hold, hold on the primary countdown net. In this event, the VC will immediately abort the auto sequence. The VC shall not abort the auto sequence after T-minus 10 seconds. An operator shall not call a hold after T-minus 10 seconds. If a hold is called, all operators proceed to the terminal count abort steps in section 10.64. Attention all personnel, stand by to pick up the count. T-minus 10 minutes and counting. On my mark. Three, 2, 1, mark. VC announced the auto sequence has started.
Terminal count auto sequence has started.
GC, VC, stand by on fire X.
GC standing by.
VC standing by.
RC, start the tracking camera video recorders.
That's complete.
OSM, set launch enable to flight.
Flight. M1D chilling in. Ground sheet tip system setting up.
T-minus 9 minutes. T-minus 8 minutes.
Stage 1 heaters closing out.
T-minus 7 minutes.
Stage 2 heaters closing out. F9 switching to internal power. Ground 2C system setting up.
T-minus 6 minutes.
Tanks pressing up for strong back retract. Stage 1 fuel blade started.
T-minus 5 minutes.
And back fuel blade started. And back TVC motion started.
T-minus 4 minutes.
FTS is on internal power.
RCO operations, RCO loop.
T-minus 3 minutes.
FTS is armed.
LD, verify go for launch.
SpaceX Falcon 9, go for launch.
Stage 1 tanks pressing.
Rock, verify range, go.
Range green.
Stage 2 pre-valve open.
T-minus 1 minute.
Vehicles start up. Stage 2 tanks pressing flight levels.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff with the Falcon 9.
Stage 1 PU is active.
Stage 1 and Stage 2 telemetry look healthy. Good bus voltage on both stages.
T plus 60 seconds. Altitude 7 kilometers. Speed 300 meters per second. Downrange distance 2.4 kilometers. Vehicle supersonic. Vehicles reach maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Stage 1 propulsion continues to perform as expected. Solid telemetry lock on both stages. Power systems nominal.
Stage 2 engine chill has begun. T plus 2 minutes 15 seconds. Altitude 38 kilometers. Speed 1.5 kilometers per second. Downrange distance 50 kilometers. T plus 2 minutes 30 seconds. Vehicle on the nominal trajectory. Altitude 52 kilometers. Speed 2 kilometers per second. Downrange distance 82 kilometers.
And we have MECO 1. Stage separation confirmed.
Stage 2 ignition. And we have MVAC ignition. Stage 2 PU is active.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Stage 2 propulsion continues to perform as expected. T plus 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Altitude 133 kilometers, speed 3.2 kilometers per second, downrange distance 370 kilometers.
Bermuda tracking station, acquisition of signal.
Solid telemetry lock on both stages. Power systems nominal.
T plus 5 minutes, vehicle remains on the nominal. T plus 5 minutes, 25 seconds. Altitude 159 kilometers, speed 3.75 kilometers per second, downrange distance 575 kilometers. Stage 2 propulsion is still nominal.
Solid telemetry lock on stage 2. Power systems nominal.
T plus 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Altitude 172 kilometers. Velocity 4.5 kilometers per second. Downrange distance 815 kilometers. For stage reignition. Stage 2 propulsion is nominal. T plus 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Altitude 179 kilometers. Speed 5.6 kilometers per second. Downrange distance 1,150 kilometers. Second stage internal guidance.
FTS is saved.
T plus 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Altitude 179 kilometers. Speed 7,000 meters per second. Downrange distance 1,500 kilometers. Second stage engine cutoff. Initial orbit insertion at 202 by 175 kilometers. Inclined 27.7 degrees to the equator.
And it looks like we have another successful launch of the Falcon 9 rocket into the parking orbit carrying the AsiaSat 6 satellite. SpaceX will be ending the webcast now, but remember to follow us on the internet at spacex.com as well as our social media pages as we continue through the remainder of this morning's mission.
Anyway, FL4 lost signal.
This time SpaceX would like to thank our AsiaSat customer, the Air Force for Eastern Range and ground station support. I'd like to thank the Federal Aviation Administration, and finally thank you for following us on this morning's launch. We'll see you next time here from SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good morning or good night wherever you are.